Two receivers, Cooley top of the screen against Kenneth Lyons. Red Feather to throw. Red Feather going to the end zone. It is a touchdown. Cooley, the Bulldogs have the lead.
Two to the left, one to the right. In the backfield is Streeter with one more. Hand off Streeter, gonna try to find a hole. He does. He's gonna try to break another tackle. He does. Out to the 20. He's gonna go for the pylon, and he's gonna get in to the house. Reggie Streeter with his fourth touchdown scamper of the day gives Louisiana their first lead of the day.
You might want to look at Reggie Streeter with his fourth touchdown, but watch the block here. It looked like number 59 for the Vancouver Legion here was going to have the angle on him.
On the previous play, you know, they represent the city of broad shoulders.
The player with railroads.
And the throw by Dunhill is complete to Jamal Wooding, and he scores the touchdown on the very next play. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Wow, Atlanta derails the Chicago defense on that play. He gets behind him.
It's just everybody let him go, and Maurice Virgil is the only one back.
Two backs and three receivers as Marconi drops to throw. And no pressure on Marconi at all. The pass is picked off, and the defender, or the receiver, fell over. That's Koyama Shigeki, and he scores. Touchdown Legends on a pick six from Marconi. And the receiver fell over as he breaks for the football. Actually, Cooley thought he had a catch and was just trying to get his feet in bounds. And the Legends,
second down and 6. Pine is down 4. Cantrell empty backfield, and Cantrell up his back foot. Touchdown! What a throw from Cody Cantrell to DR Sim. That was masterful.
I thought that for sure was going to be knocked away or picked off. Anytime you see any SFL quarterback scrambling out of the pocket, it's usually not a good sign, but DR Sim gets so wide open here that he has such a huge target there for
Step drop from Pickler over the middle. Another reception. Going.
Good
Had
pass.
a big game last week, and he's off to the races. No one can catch him. Baltimore are cruising here in the first half. Touchdown Vultures.
And we just talked about it. Johnny could not afford the mistakes. That's his second interception thrown here in his first half. Alvin Mack, I've said it time and time again, every time I call their games, he gets sideline to sideline as well as any linebacker in this league. He takes advantage of a bad situation and turns it to 6.
They'll start off with no Jared McChesney, and Josh Miller will throw. Looking top of the screen, it's picked off right into the hands of Iverson Gamble. A great start for Arizona. Gamble chasing down to the sideline, and Jeremy Mosley prevents a touchdown. What a play for Iverson Gamble, the 7th-year corner, and what a start for the Scorpions.
Second down and 10, 3 receivers. Now they go to Parker on a stretch. Haven't seen that much of the night. Breaks the tackle, and then another, and he's down at the 1. He looked into me, honestly. Let's see the replay again. Parker breaks 2 tackles. Orlando's just throwing a little bit of everything at him tonight, and he's
3-receiver set. William Dula in the gun. William Dula to throw, firing deep over the middle. Has a man, Jalen Miller, past the defenders, 5, touchdown, Carolina. Jeff Duffy in the chat just now saying Carolina is never out of it. Don't count them out yet. Well, there you go.
Bombs away, boys. Here it comes. Down the seam, just running to go, and no one's going to catch Jalen Miller. He's the biggest receiving threat.
and Legacy both off to the right side. And Garcia will pass. Garcia's in trouble, avoids a sack, fires deep down the field. The pass is caught! What a catch in traffic! It's a touchdown! Daniel Garcia makes an incredible play, launches it down the field to Clint Myers. And Clint Myers a little upset that Studwell's getting all the love. Over the outstretched arms of A.J. Levy, and Myers
Good evening, SFL Nation. Welcome to some Sunday Night Football here live in San Diego as the Mavericks will be hosting the Queen City Corsairs for the first time ever. And we're going to be coming to you live from Gold Star Memorial Field at Trick Jersey Stadium. This is Chad Rowland, your play-by-play commentator for tonight. And beside me, as always, is my main man, Mickey Malillo. Mickey, good evening. How are you doing tonight, sir?
Chad, I am doing well. Looking forward to this. First time these two teams get to match up, see what each team can do against each other. They don't know much about each other, but they've seen each other in the past in the replays.
Yes, and this is a different San Diego team. Last week they came out and was on fire against this London team. Corsairs took a loss but looked really good. Talk about a key for Queen City to get that first victory tonight, Mickey.
The big key for Queen City is that they had one of the top rushing defenses last year. And even though San Diego brought in Pseudo Nakai this year from Carolina, San Diego has revamped their rushing offense. So if Queen City could really stop Nakai and be able to keep Patterson at bay, then they may have a shot at this game.
Yeah, I think that's a really big matchup to watch tonight, Pseudo Nakai versus that front seven of the Queen City Corsairs. We're about to kick it off here momentarily. We'll be right back. And we're going to put the ball on the tee here. And tonight we have Zach Holdorf and Chris Porter in the stats truck keeping us smart. Thank you very much, guys. And Cameron Irvine on the production. So here in a moment, Mickey, we're going to get this game underway. Let's get it. And that is going to be fielded from the 10-yard line. And that's going to be taken up to about the 31-yard line. And this is where we're going to see rookie John Lakeman coming out for his first series. Last week, just over 300 yards, 3 TDs, 3 interceptions, including a costly pick six to lose the game.
Yeah, Lakeman, what he has to do, it's tough to start with the rookie to start his career like that. He just needs to come out, shake it off, take this game play by play.
First and 10 here from the 31. Weak power I formation for the Corsairs. San Diego showing blitz, and indeed they get into the backfield to stuff Jet Zero. What a tackle there by the defensive end, Biff Markham.
Yeah, Biff Markham. Didn't he look like he was blocked at all? Just unevaded right to the running back. Just took him down for a big 4-yard loss.
Yeah, indeed he did with the defense right there by Biff Markham. Great stop by them. Gun straight formation for the Corsairs. Lakeman, short drop, fires over the middle, finds his receiver, one of the top tight ends in the game, James Matthews Jr. with the catch.
And James Matthews had that short little middle route there. Freddie Trammell was there on coverage. Just let him get right past him. And inside linebackers are a little tough to be able to defend against those receivers. So Trammell's going to have to pick it up if he wants to cover those over the middle routes.
Back to the heavy set we go here for the Corsairs, looking to use that big bruiser, Jet Zero. He does indeed get the ball. It looks like he is stuffed at the line, and I don't think he got it, Mickey. That looked like, once again, a great tackle by Freddie Trammell.
And Freddie Trammell, even though he didn't do anything for that last pass, he was big right there to keep it 4th and inches.
And that is going to set up the first punt of the day for Queen City on that 3 and out. And, Mickey, we're going to be seeing the San Diego offense come out with Scar Patterson, who had 5 TDs last week as well.
Definitely looking forward to seeing Scar come out there and see what he can do this game.
And that is going to be fair caught at the 26. And as indeed we talked about, it's going to bring out Scar Patterson and the rest of that San Diego offense. Let's take a look at him real quick. Scar Patterson leading at quarterback. Pseudo Nakai is your halfback. Mateo Pravado is the fullback. Eagle Mondavi, Dave Axis, B.E. Robo, and Lili Nakai are your wide receivers. Benji Matson coming over from the London Knights is your tight end, along with Adam Williams, who just recently came out of retirement. First and 10 from the 26. Single right formation for the Mavericks. Patterson looks over the middle, finds his target, and that is Lili Nakai. Actually, that is Eagle Mondavi, the 5-year veteran.
Yeah, it just looked like looks like just GB Wallace was on the initial coverage for that, and Mondavi just went right past him.
First and 10 here for the Mavericks. 3 wide receiver set. Queen City looking like they're going to try to bring some pressure. They're going to hand it off to Nakai for his first run of the night, and that is just a gain of 2.
And that's what they're going to have to do, San Diego. San Diego's been known to be that passing offense, very pass-heavy, number 1 passing offense last year. They got to be able to mix it up this year so it keeps their opponent's defenses on their toes for the entire game.
I mean, last week they had 117 rushing yards. That's something you don't see every day out of the Mavericks offense. 2nd and 8. Deep throw down the sideline. That is caught, and he is gone. That is a touchdown for the diva himself, Dave Axis.
What a one-handed catch by Axis. He was just striding down the sideline on that fly route, stuck his right hand in the air and caught that ball, and all he saw was green in front of him. 6 points on the board for the first drive for the Mavericks.
And I can see already right now somebody's going to nominate him for Diva of the Week just because of the fact he was able to get that one-handed grab when he really probably didn't even need to get that one-handed grab. But nevertheless, it was a great catch by him. Great run. Touchdown, San Diego.
Absolutely. Dave Access had 2-3 steps on great gains there. Just a great route ran by him and a fantastic pass by Patterson.
And that is going to set up the extra point here for Prince Beard, a rookie, undrafted free agent for the Mavericks. That is good snap, good hold. The kick is up, and it is good. And that is going to be 7-0. So if you're new to the SFL, the Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game into one. Team strategies are being executed in real time by our simulations as real-life players compete on a virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, visit our website at simulationfl.net. The SFL, we put the fan in fantasy. And Mickey, here, Queen City's going to have to come out and do a little bit more than that 3 and out, though.
No, absolutely. They're going to have to come out and just show what they've got. Make sure that San Diego stays on their toes.
Let's take a look at this Queen City offense. John Lakeman, the 52nd overall pick, going to be leading the team at quarterback. Jet Zero at halfback, along with Tiberius Bovine. Adrian Ellis, Tony Zoma, Doug Spelling, and Deezer Powell, all the wide receiver position. James Matthew Jr., Stephen McMichaels at the tight end, and Robert Cron, the 4-year veteran on the offensive line. Weak power eye once again for the Corsairs. Ball from the 34-yard line. That is another handoff to Jet Zero. They're going to go on the side, and he gets a little bit on that run as he gets a gain of 6.
And that was a good rushing defense that the Mavericks had up there. They had 7 on the line right there, trying to give a lot of pressure into the backfield for Lakeman. But he just handed it off to Zero, and he just found the hole and was able to pick up those 6.
Jet Zero last week, 26 carries for 62 yards. Averaging 2.5 yards a carry almost, so they need to get him going for this offense to be successful. Weak eye tight end flex, hands it off to Zero once again. He bruises his way up for a first down, was able to plow through some of them Maverick linebackers.
At Queen City front 5, their offensive line just did what they had to do to get the hole so Zero could get that first down. It was a great job by them to be able to push back, create that hole.
First and 10 here from the 44, 7:18 left in the first quarter. Strong power eye this time. And that's going to be a fake handoff to the fullback. He's going to look and finds his target, James Matthews Jr., for the first down. And a nice little creative play call there for the Queen City Corsairs.
Absolutely. Great play action. You don't see that often here, but a great play action for a dive up the middle and just happens to find his tight end on an out route to be able to pick up those yards.
I mean, if that's a play that's going to be open right there, especially with your top target in the offense, that could be money all day long. So let's see if Queen City or San Diego even can try to adjust for that. So Queen City moving along, 1st and 10 from the San Diego 43. Single back formation, 1 wide receiver on each side. Blake drops back. Looking deep down the field, he's testing him, and that is going to be incomplete. And it looks like the corner, Tanner Hendricks, formerly from London, on the deflection.
Yeah, it was great coverage by Hendricks. Looks like Lakeman just underthrew the ball just a little bit. Hendricks happened to see it, just tipped it out of his own hands, and he should have had that pick. If it hits your hands, you got to bring it in. whether on offense or defense.
Tanner Hendricks, a all-star in season 16, a 10-year veteran, so he's been around the block for a while. 2nd and 10 from the 43. Gun straight formation here. And Lakeman looks over the middle, and what a catch by the receiver. That is Tony Zoma with his first catch of the night.
And Tony Zoma on that pass route over the middle, he just found the hole in that zone defense. Lakeman caught his eye, and he said, that's who I'm going to throw it to. Tossed it over, and Zoma just great catch right there, double coveraged. Able to bring it in for the first down to keep the chains moving.
Let's look at the San Diego defense. Bick Markham and Eric Hammer on the line, along with Ryland and Bobo Caldell. Freddie Trammell, Leon Thunderman, and Jeff Gagne are the linebackers. Tanner Hendricks, Pete Lisa, Tom Krieg, and Stuart Zamilia as the corners. Zach Holdorf and Nate Hall as the safeties. Lakeman drops back here on 1st and 10, looking over to the outside, incomplete, as Leon Thunderman with the deflection.
Looks like San Diego was getting a little bit keen to that out route. Thunderman was just out there. Lakeman had a great pass there, but Thunderman got his paw up to be able to knock it down to the ground.
And that's going to be 2nd and 10 here from the 23. Strong power I formation again. San Diego in a 4-3 defense. There's that play again. Fakes it. Look at this. Open once again. James Matthews Jr. for the first down.
And that is the same play as before. The little tight end, 7-10-yard out route right to the sideline. He's been open every single time that they've run that play. San Diego's going to have to figure out how to cover Matthews Jr.
Yeah, hopefully the defensive coordinator, which is Mike O'Neill, will be able to adjust for that maybe after this drive. But that is going to put the Queen City Corsairs inside the 10. So 1st and goal from the 9. Tight end flex formation here. Lakeman drops back, and he is hit immediately. And that was a great sack there by number 99, Eric Hammer.
That was a huge sack right there. Hammer just came right off the ball. He anticipated that snap count, got through the offensive line, and got to Lakeman. That's what you got to do when you're a defensive end.
Looks like press coverage coming here from the Mavericks. Gun straight. Lakeman looks in the back of the end zone. Was that caught? No, it is incomplete.
Just a little bit too far for Deezer Powell there. Lakeman had a great thought, put it on his back shoulder. Maybe Powell could tap a foot inbounds. Was unable, just threw it a little bit too far.
Yeah, great coverage there by the defense, because if they weren't there just a step slower, that throw could have been very easily made right there for the touchdown. 3 wide receivers down at the bottom of your screen. Gun straight formation once again. Lakeman looking to the outside, finds his receiver, Tony Zoma, but that's not going to be enough as it's got 4th down.
Yeah, San Diego's going to have to do something about that out route to the left-hand side. It seems to be a hole in their defense right now. You're right. The defensive coordinator does have to make a change, and it's going to be interesting. Put 3 points on the board here, keep it close, instead of trying to go for it.
I think if you watch back and look at that replay, Mickey, I think James Matthews Jr. was open on the slant right there in the middle of the field, and Lakeman just missed him. And the kick is up, and it is good. So Queen City cutting into this lead a little bit. Now the score is 7-3.
That was Joey Garfield on that kick right there. Keeping it close, keeping it within, still need to get another touchdown, but still keeping it close here as the first quarter winds down.
11 plays, 56 yards on that drive, able to eat up a lot of clock on there. Looking like about 4 or 5 minute drive. Queen City kicks it off. It is fielded about the 8-yard line. And that is going to bring in down to about the 30, just across the 31, Dave Axis with the return. And that is going to bring out the Maverick offense once again. Last time they were on the field, a big TD throw to Dave Axis. And let's see what the offense could do here.
If I was San Diego, I'd keep to their game of just mixing it up on the ground, on the air, just like they did on that first drive.
Split wing Jokers formation here. That is going to be a handoff up the middle to the fullback. Mateo Pravado with his first carry of the day, and that's going to be a gain for 7.
And that's exactly what I was talking about. Just mix it up, give the ball into a lot of people's hands so that the Queen City defense does not know who's going to get the ball. You keep that going, Queen City's going to stay on their toes, and San Diego is just going to roll right over them.
Heavy eye formation set here for the Mavericks. Queen City maybe bringing the blitz. Hands it off to Nakai. He gets about to the yard line, but they're going to give him forward progress, and that's going to be a first down.
And that's the reason why they brought over Pseudo Nakai from Carolina. The hard runner. He does what he has to do. He knows exactly where the 10-yard mark is, and he will always get there if you need him to.
A 6-year veteran in this league, including an all-star appearance in season 14, back when he was in Vancouver. 1st and 10. Patterson looking to the outside. That is caught. And that is going to be for a gain of 6. B.E. Robo on his first catch of the night.
And that was just a great route. There was great defense there by Queen City. But Scar Patterson just put it in the one spot that Robo would be able to catch it. And that's exactly what you got to do.
And there's a look at B.E. Robo right there, coming over from Alamo City last season, formerly known as the Lone Star Glory. Weak eye set here. 2nd and 4. Patterson looking over the middle, finds his target, but it was deflected away. And Orion Horace with the deflection.
And Orion Horace didn't have to move. Scar Patterson just threw it right at him, and he just swatted it down like it was a bug around the barbecue.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Patterson even saw him right there. I mean, he was, like you said, he literally just stood there.
He did, but how do you miss him at 6 feet, 230 pounds?
That is very true. 3rd and 4 from the 47. Patterson drops, looking over the middle, finds his target again, and that's first down. That is Dave Axis once again with the catch.
Dave Axis coming over the middle, picking up that catch. That's why he came back this year, to be somebody for this team, to turn this San Diego team around. And he's doing a great job this game and last game as well.
Yep, a 6-year veteran in the league, Dave Axis is. The diva himself, as everybody knows him. 4 wide receiver set here out of the gun. Looking like the dime 3-2 here for the Corsairs. Patterson looking over the middle, finds his target. He looked like he dropped it, but a good hit there by the defender. And that was Todd Rigsby, the rookie 2nd-round pick.
And Lili Nakai, the rookie, the number 6 pick overall, was the intended target. She did a great job. Just great defense by the Corsairs there to be able to get the ball so she couldn't hang on to it for that catch.
That's going to bring up 2nd and 10 here from the 41. 4 wide receiver set once again. Good pocket. Patterson looking over the middle. That is incomplete, but a flag is down, Mickey. And I don't know if that was pass interference or not. I'm going to say probably not, but what do you think?
I'm thinking holding on the offense here.
Oh, it indeed is pass interference. I wasn't too sure if that would be the case, but it is against the Queen City Corsairs linebacker, Orion Horace.
Yeah, what that does, it gives San Diego some new life here, a new set of downs to be able to get into the end zone. Now, 1st and 10 on Queen City's 30. They're just in striking distance, and they're already in field goal range.
Yeah, it is 1st and 10 from the 30. So, Mickey, you are correct. They are in field goal range for Prince Beard. Look for something to go to Benji Madsen here. I can see that happening right now. 1st and 10 from the 30. 2 wide receiver set. Pseudo lonely in the backfield. And it's going to be thrown to Pseudo, and that's just going to be a quick 3-yard gain.
That was a great catch by Pseudo Nakai there. It was thrown behind him, but did a great job to reach his hand out there to bring it in and still pick up the 3 yards.
Pseudo just showing some agility right there with that catch. I didn't think I'd ever see Pseudo move like that, but apparently he does.
Not sure if anybody could really move like that.
2nd and 7. Strong power I formation. There's the handoff to Pseudo Nakai. He's got some room. He's got a tackle loss, and he has gone to the races. Touchdown, Pseudo Nakai.
After a great move on a great catch, picks up the other 27 yards that they need to get in the end zone to make this a 2-touchdown game.
I wonder if he heard me down there. I was saying I've never seen him move so agile in my life, and then here he is. Look at those sweet moves right there to avoid the tackle, and just was able to find Green all the way. And San Diego going up here, pending extra point.
You call Dave Access the diva himself. I might have to start calling Sudo Nakai Mr. Agility.
There you go. 3 attempts, 32 yards. That was a 27-yard touchdown run for Sudo Nakai. And there's a snap. Kick is up, and it is good. So San Diego now up 14-3 with 2:12 to go here in the first quarter.
Queen City's going to have to do something to stop this high-powered offense by San Diego. They're just running right over them. They're going to have to go on the sidelines, talk it over, and see what they can do to be able to stop Patterson, Access, Nakai. There's so many weapons on that offense. You got to figure out what you can do with all of them.
And the crazy thing is they haven't even gone to their tight ends, by the way, who is Benji Matson, who's one of the more underrated, probably one of the better tight ends in the league, and Adam Williams, who's a 2-time All-Star. Tony Zoma with the return. That's going to be taken out to the 36. And that's going to bring back Lakeman in this offense to see if they can respond. They had a good drive the last time, only ended in 3. But we can see them doing some damage here.
Absolutely. It looks like Queen City's got a slow, methodical offense, while San Diego's got a high, fast-paced offense. So it's going to see how each one of these offenses do this game.
Gun straight here, press coverage for the Mavericks. Looking over the middle, finds his target in James Matthews Jr., and that's going to be an 8-yard gain to make it 2nd and 2.
And Matthews Jr. is starting to become Lakeman's #1 target here this game. He's already been targeted at least 4 times already, and Matthews Jr., to his credit, has caught every ball thrown to him so far.
2nd and 2. Weak eye set here, 1 receiver on each side. That is a handoff to Tiberius Bovine, his first carry of the day, and he gets a first down, and he takes it out to midfield.
And that's what you need those fullbacks for. You need a few yards to go to get first down, to get over the goal line. Those big men are what you do. They can run, they can block, and they can push defenders back to get the yards.
Tiberius Bovine having like a second career here, as he's been a tight end up until season 18, converted over to fullback last season when he was in London. And he's a 3-time All-Star at the tight end position. Weak power eye set here. Jet Zero breaks the tackle. He's going to get up the field, and that's going to be a first down, barreling his way through, taking some Maverick defenders with him.
It's just a great run there by Zero, keeping his legs moving, broke 2-3 tackles on the way to get 11 yards there.
Yeah, look at that. Breaking 1 tackle there, 2 tackles. Couldn't get the gang tackle to take him down, but nevertheless, a great effort there by Jet Zero. Jet Zero, a 7-year veteran here in the SFL. Single back formation, 1 wide receiver on each side. Lakeman drops back. He's got a good pocket. Oh, he gets hit as he throws. And I think it was one of the Caldell boys up there. That is indeed the case. It was Ryan Caldell.
Wasn't sure if it was Rylan or Bobo there, but either way, that was definitely a Caldell sack right there. It looks like it might have been Bobo, but great job just getting through the line and getting to Patterson.
It was indeed Bobo Caldell.
And correction to Lakeman.
2nd and 10, there's a handoff to Jet Zero. Tries to break the tackles, doesn't get it, but he's going to get a few yards on the game, and that's going to be 3rd and 4.
And this is the key play here for Queen City. They're down by 11, 3rd and 4th. Time's running down in the first quarter. You want to get another touch. You want to get a touchdown here and not get another field goal, because you're still going to be down by 8 at that point.
3rd and 4 here for the Queen City Corsairs. They're going to snap it before, and that's going to be a shot to the inside, and that is going to be intercepted. He's going to take that back. Tom Krieg takes it to the 21-yard line, and what a killer there for the Queen City Corsairs at the end of this quarter.
It looked like Lakeman had his man, but Tom Krieg saw the ball coming towards him, just turned around and looked over his shoulder, and he just leapt at the right time to get that pick. Great catch by Krieg there.
I mean, he was just watching the whole time, I believe. I mean, he thought that, Spelling may have had him burnt, but that indeed was not the case. And that's going to take us, Mickey, to the end of the first quarter. The Mavericks up 14-3 here in San Diego. We'll be right back. And we are back here in San Diego. I am Chad Rowland. Right beside me, as always, is Mickey Malello here in the booth tonight watching this great game here on Sunday Night Football. Scar Patterson drops back. He's looking deep down the middle, and that is, looked like it may have been tipped. It was intended for B.E. Robo.
And that was a dangerous pass by Patterson. B.E. Robo was right there, and he had looked like four defenders in the area that he was just in the middle of. Patterson's he's got a great arm, but be careful with those throws.
2nd and 10 here from the 21. Spread formation out of the split back formation. Patterson, short drop, looking to the outside, finds his target, and there is a penalty on the play. That was caught by Dave Axis. Let's see what R62 has to say. Could be a late here, Mickey. And indeed, it was a late hit, and that is once again on Orion Horace.
And that is tough. That was going to become a 3rd down play. You just tacked on 15 yards at the end and gave San Diego another 15 yards, a 1st down, a reset of downs. It's not something that this Queen City defense has to do. They have to be able to get their minds in the game, play a clean game, and get the ball.
Do you think that was more of Dave being a diva, or was that really a late hit?
I'm not going to comment on the fact that I don't know Dave Axis that well yet.
And that is a catch there by Adam Williams. And we're going to take it to the SFL studios where Cameron Irvine's got a game break for us. Cam, take it away.
Thank you, Chad. OJ Bruin starts a perfect 7 for 7 on the road tonight in Portland. Finds Kingston Ellington in the back of the end zone on their opening drive. And the Kings off to a hot start. 7-0 on top of the Fleet. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you once again, Cam. 2nd and 6, 2 tight end set. Patterson looking deep down the middle again, and he has found his man, Benji Matson. Is he going to get caught? No, he is not. He is gone. Touchdown, Benji Matson.
And you were saying it before, Chad. Benji Matson, look out for him. He has been in the season for 6 years, one of the top tight ends. Gar Patterson saw him on that fly route from the end, and he just looked up, and that big boy caught that ball and went all the way to the end zone. What a great catch by him.
I mean, being a former teammate of Benji's for 3 seasons in London, I was able to see what he could do, and that is indeed something he could do. He can be that big-time threat in the passing game, and with this extra point, they're going to go up 21-3 here, and San Diego right now at home, very comfortable. There's the kick, and it is up, and it is good by Prince Beard. And with that, it's 21-3. So, obviously, we've talked about this, Mickey. I mean, we're looking at Queen City's offense. Is it really just they're kind of just not coming out hot, or is this San Diego's defense just that good?
I think it's Queen City's play calling right now that they're just not doing. Like I mentioned before, they're very methodical on what they do. They're not the high-powered, high-paced offense like these Mavericks are. So I think they got to start going down the field a little bit more and trying to get the big plays because they're just being shut down for everything else.
And that is going to be taken out to the 30-yard line. And that was, by the way, a 55-yard touchdown throw to Benji Matson. So good way to get your first catch in the game being a touchdown.
1 for 1, 55 yards, 55-yard average. I would think so.
Yeah, that's pretty good. 1st and 10 here from the 30. Spread formation here out of the I formation. Lakeman, short drop, looking, and oh man, Krieg almost had his 2nd pick of the day.
Almost back to back. I like what Lakeman was doing. I do like that Queen City call about just trying to get a big play. Lakeman he has to keep an eye on those defenders. He was having the issue for the previous couple of drives as well, that he's throwing it into coverage. He's got to be able to find that open man and not just pull the trigger on the first guy he sees.
I mean, they've got to get better at getting open, right? Because they are not getting by Hendricks and Krieg right now. 2nd and 10. That's a handoff to Jet Zero on the outside. He was able to just get about 4 yards on the run.
And maybe that's something that Queen City's got to do. They got to mix it up a little bit between run and pass, just like San Diego is doing, so that San Diego is not always looking for that big pass or stacking the box so they can protect against the run.
Look at this, Mickey. 5 wide set here on 3rd and 6. Lakeman drops back, looking over the middle, finds his receiver in Tony Zoma, and that is going to be a first down to extend this drive.
And this is what I mentioned before. They're doing a lot of these short over-the-middle passes, which is what the San Diego defense has been defending against and doing a great job. They need to get that one big play, 2 big plays, and they're right back in this game. They got to throw it down the field more.
Gun straight once again, and San Diego's going to press coverage. Lakeman looking to the outside, and short throw, and that was almost intercepted. Tanner Hendricks was there on a deflection again.
I don't know here, Chad. Queen City is actually, their play calls are doing great. I don't know if it's Lakeman that is just underthrowing his receivers, or if it's just that San Diego defense that is stepping up and doing what they have to do.
Yeah, I'm going to go with underthrowing, I think. I mean, San Diego's defense, don't get me wrong, has been looking great, but it's probably a little bit overthrown. There's that fullback play action pass once again, hitting Bovine there on the short route. That's going to be a gain of 5.
3rd and manageable here, but you don't want to be in this situation on your own 47, down by 18, still in the first half. You got to be able to move the ball, get the yardage.
8:16 to go here in the first half. 3rd and 5. And that's going to be a handoff to Jet Zero up the middle, and great tackle there by Freddie Trammell, saving a first down, because after that, Zero had some space.
He had a lot of room to go there. Great tackle by Trammell. And now comes up, do they go for it 4th and 3 on their own 49?
Nah, it's too early. I think it's too early for that. So Queen City's going to be set up to punt. And they are going to maybe fair catch. Nope, Axis is going to try to take it. And he gets to the outside. Almost broke that tackle, but gets it to the 25. Dave Axis, I don't know if he even knows the words fair catch.
I'm not sure. I would have fair caught that too. He only got maybe an extra 7 yards on that. But being that deep, getting the ball back, and when you got this offense, I mean, even if you're stuck at your 15, you can make up those yards easily.
I mean, he's got to remember, he got knocked out of the game last week by Sam Lockhart on a punt return, so he needs to be careful. 1st and 10 here on the 25. 5 wide receivers set here for San Diego. Patterson looking deep and almost found his receiver. I think that was tipped away, intended for B.E. Robo.
Oh, that was great pass. Did you see how quick he fired that ball, too? He had a gun on him, Patterson. But yeah, it was a great pass, but even better defense by the Corsairs there to be able to knock it out of the way.
Yeah, Scar Patterson, well known for the cannon that he has at quarterback. Split pro set here out of the gun. Patterson, good protection, looking to the outside, finds his receiver, and that looks like it's Eagle Mondavi.
And 5 yards, once again, 3rd and manageable. This is a big play for the Corsairs here. Be able to get San Diego on a 3 and out, deep in their own territory. This is big for them. They've got to hold the Mavericks here to be able to get the ball back.
And 3rd and 5 here from the 30. San Diego's offense has not had a problem moving the ball at all this half. 3 wide receiver set. Patterson looking deep, and that is tipped away. Good defensive play there by Greg Gaines.
Yeah, Greg Gaines just had his man the whole way, was looking over his shoulder. Soon as he put the ball up, he saw it coming. He put both hands up tried to catch the ball, wasn't able to, but still, great stop and a 3 and out for them.
There's a look at Eagle Mondavi, another player that came out of retirement this past season, formerly of the St. Louis Gladiators, which is now the Motor City V8s. And that is going to be punted away by Wade Ramsey, and that's going to be received. And there's a fumble on the play, and I think San Diego got that ball back.
It looks like it.
And indeed, I believe they do.
That was number 26, William Dukeman with the recovery there. Great job. Great coverage by the Mavericks to be able to force that ball out. And great job having a lot of guys there to be able to recover that fumble.
Yeah, so really they just netted themselves a few yards on that punt. So San Diego's offense back out once again. Empty set, 4 wide receivers. Patterson. Short drop, looking over the middle, and that was incomplete. Intended for the tight end, Benji Matson.
And he was just covered right there. He had 2 guys right around him, just sandwiched him right there as the ball got to him. Pretty dangerous throw by Patterson, but luckily it hit the ground and just went incomplete. That could have been another turnover going the other way.
Yeah, the 42nd or the 47th overall pick in the past draft, Newton North, with that hit on Benji Matson as he was getting ready to catch it. Empty set once again for the Mavericks. Patterson, short drop again, 90 all slants, hits his target, and that is intercepted. Orion Horace with the pick. This is a guy who had a pass interference and a late hit earlier. He's making it up with the INT.
And that looked like the same play as before that we were just talking about, that Patterson just has to turn around and be able to make sure he doesn't throw into those dangerous areas. And he did it that time, and he paid the price for it. And I believe that was the first interception thrown by Scar Patterson this year.
That is indeed correct. That is his first pick of the season. And it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 33. Queen City's got to take advantage, but that's not how you do it. Leon Thunderman coming in with the tackle for loss.
Leon Thunderman bringing the lightning and thunder with that tackle. Just came in right from that outside linebacker, crashing in and being able to get a 2-yard loss on that play.
Doug Spelling looked like he's a little bored out there. 2nd and 12 from the 32. Once again, there's that play, but this time it hits Doug Spelling on the outside. They had to wake him up, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
Big play right there, 3rd and 4. Without that 2-yard loss, they'd be 3rd and 2 right now. The Queen City's got to get their offense rolling. Plain and simple. The first half is winding down. They've got to get more points on the board. San Diego gets the ball to start the second half.
Well, here comes the tight end flex formation here. Lakeman, short drop. He's looking deep down the sideline and overthrows his target. Deezer Powell was the intended receiver.
Lakeman's accuracy today is just not there. He's overthrowing, underthrowing. I understand he's a rookie and all, 52nd pick overall. He's just got to get his head into this game. Tough loss last week, but he's just got to think about San Diego right now and forget about the past.
Yeah, just under 50% completion percentage so far for John Lakeman. So we'll see what they could do, making some adjustments going forward. Dave Axe is going to receive the punt, and look at that little spin move and juke and jive and everywhere else. But he only gets out to the 38, and that's going to bring back the Maverick offense.
Move like that, I see why you call him the Diva himself. That was a fantastic move.
That is going to bring up 1st and 10 here from the 38. Let's see what they do here. Obviously, you know, they can strike at any time. We've seen that happen before. So let's see if they try to extend this lead. 1st and 10 from the 38. Hand off to Sudo Nakai. He's going to go up the middle, and that's going to be about a 3-yard gain there for Sudo.
And right now, the Mavericks don't have to do much. They don't have to go for the big play here. They can just hold on to the ball, kill a lot of this clock left in the first half, and still come out in the second half with the ball to strike again.
And Zach Holdorf in the stats truck telling me moves like divas for Dave Axis. 2nd and 7, looking to the outside, finds his target. That is B.E. Robo with the catch. And that's going to make it 3rd and 2.
And B.E. Robo there, great catch. Little low for him, but he was able to bring it in and tiptoe and be able to make sure he got a foot in bounds. Make this 3rd and very short.
So 3rd and 2 here from their own 46-yard line. Looking like they may just go back to the well. Queen City trying to bring some pressure. They are going to go back to Pseudo Nakai, and looks like he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. That's a big play there by Joseph Sabolka.
And that's what Queen City needs to do. There's been mistakes on both sides of the ball so far, but Queen City's got to be able to change its momentum and put it back towards their way.
Yeah, I'm loving this game right now, Mickey. Are you? You're having a good time?
I'm having a good time. This is actually pretty exciting, even though the score may not show it. It's definitely an exciting game from the first kick to right now.
Well, if you're liking this game so far, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. The SFL produces over 400 events a year. There is no one else that gives you more football. That's a true statement. Don't miss a minute of the SFL or SFLM action and help the channel grow through your support. Thank you for helping the SFL reach 10 years of operation through your viewership. And I do this all the time, Mickey. It's still crazy to think 10 years.
Absolutely, especially I'm only here one. I'm sorry I missed those first 9.
I'm sorry I missed the first few, but I've been here since 13, so. And there's a handoff to Jet Zero, and he's able to get through some defenders there. That was a really tough 3-yard gain there for Jet Zero.
Very tough. San Diego had great pressure to get into the backfield. Jet Zero actually had to jump over a defender to be able to get past the line of scrimmage and still was able to pick up 3 more yards.
There's a look at Tom Krieg. He's already got 1 pick today, looking for number 2. Single back formation. 2 tight ends. Lakeman looking for one of those tight ends. He finds him, James Matthews Jr., and that's going to be a first down on the 31.
And that was that play we were talking about before, that little out route by the tight end. San Diego is just having a tough time. If there's any weakness in the San Diego defense, it's covering that out route by the tight end.
Yep, James Matthews Jr., 5 catches for 55 yards, catching all 5 of his targets today so far. Lakeman seeing something he doesn't like in the defense, so he's going to change the play up. And that's going to be a handoff to Zero, and I don't know what he saw, but Freddie Trammell didn't care. That's a good tackle.
No, whatever Lakeman saw, Freddie Trammell saw and just adjusted and was able to just stop it for a 1-yard gain.
Yep, great stop there by Freddie Trammell, the 8-year veteran, formerly from Alamo City. Strong power I formation. That's going to be a handoff. And look at this in the backfield. Leon Thunderman once again. And this run offense of Queen City is not looking great today.
Not at all. And again, that outside linebacker crash. That's when you have to throw the ball. A quick little strike to the out or something. That's not the play that you want to run on because Thunderman's just going to get there and you're going to lose yardage.
This crowd's getting into it now here in San Diego. 5 wide receiver set here on 3rd and 12. Lakeman drops back. The pressure's getting to him. He's going to fling it to the outside, and he finds his target in James Matthews Jr. Actually, no, that is Tony Zoma, and he's just short of the first down. That's going to be an interesting play call here, 4th and 1.
And Stuart Zemelia right there on the first down saving tackle. I mean, great job. He saw the receiver get the ball and stepped up.
So Queen City not going to try to extend this drive. They're just going to go ahead and punt it away. And that's going to be received by Dave Axis. He's been gyrating and making moves all day. And didn't do much there as he's going to take it to the 33.
I don't know if I agree with Queen City kicking it there. They were on their own 40, yes, I understand that. They were 4th and 1. They're down by 18, coming up on the 2-minute warning, and they have all 3 of their timeouts. Same thing with San Diego. I might have tried there on 4th down to see if they could extend the drive, especially being down by this much with the first half closing down.
So we'll get a snap here before the 2-minute warning. 1st and 10 from the 33. Patterson drops back, moves to the outside a little bit, finds his receiver. That is caught. And that's going to be a gain of 7. I believe that was Lili Nakai on the catch. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. San Diego up big so far, 21-3. We'll be right back here on SFL on YouTube. And we're back here in San Diego, California. Chad Rowland, Mickey Malillo in the booth. Chris Porter and Zach Holdorf in the stats truck for us, and Cameron Irvine on the production. Scar Patterson on 2nd and 3 flings it outside to Pseudo Nakai. Nakai with a beautiful spin move, and he's going to take that out to the 40.
And there we go, Mr. Agility again, being able to reach back to catch that ball, making a few moves, and being able to pick up big yardage on that pass that could have just been an incompletion.
Charles hasn't moved this good since he was in a Legion uniform. Like, I have not seen Sudo Nakai run this good in a long time. And that is going to bring up 1st and 10 from the 40.
Maybe it's something about putting on that camo green uniform that just sparked something in him.
Yeah, you're right. I think Sudo, just something about that military green just gets to him. 1st and 10 from the 40. Flings it outside to Nakai once again. He's not going to be able to make his moves over there. That's a good tackle for loss there by Great Gaines.
Yeah, great tackle there. Actually kept him to no gain right there. Didn't lose, didn't gain. 2nd and 10 for the Mavericks right now.
That is going to bring up 2nd and 10 from the 40. And there's a handoff to Nakai again, and they're just going to try to drain this clock to end the half. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 8.
Yeah, and I think that's a smart move by San Diego. Just kill the clock, let it run down. They get the ball in the second half. If they could get another 3 points here with a field goal, it's just a little bit of icing on the first half cake.
Just getting to a minute to go here in the half. 3rd and 8. Patterson throwing over the middle, finds his target. That was B.E. Robo on the catch, and they are going to be in a hurry-up offense here.
Looks like San Diego's not settling for just 21 points.
And that is over the middle again to Robo, but that is incomplete. Horace was there on the deflection, and kind of an interesting move here by San Diego. I mean, they're up 21-3, but they're trying to get the TD here to end the half.
I don't blame them. They've got this high-powered offense. This whole offense, the entire half, has been just quick-paced, high-power, high-impact. So I don't see them slowing down this entire game. This is their game plan.
2 wide receivers at the bottom of your screen. Patterson looks like he may be changing the play. And that's going to be a quick out route to the outside. That is Eagle Mondavi, and he just got hit hard there by the corner.
I am surprised he was able to get up out of that. That was a huge hit. I believe that was number 26, Ted Haynes. I may have gotten the number wrong on that, but that was some hit.
Yep, them fresh legs of Eagle Mondavi, who was retired last year, got right back up and right back into the huddle. 3rd and 2 here from the 17. Patterson drops back, looking to the outside, finds his target in Mondavi again, and that is going to be just short of the goal line. He was not able to cross, and we may have an injury there on the field. And look at this, guys. Dave Axis is down again.
Dave Axis is 2 for 2 for injuries so far this season since coming back into the league.
I got to tell you, I mean, this is what happens when you retire. You know? I mean, look at that. Like, that's not good. I mean, that's a little tweak in the hammy, might be in the knee. Who knows what's going on there, but I think he should have done some calisthenics before he came to the game today.
It'll be a non-contact ACL there. Let's see what happens. Hopefully we get an update soon and find out what's going on with Dave Axis.
Yeah, so I think we're going to have to put some bets out for next week if Dave Axis goes down again. 1st and goal here, 33 seconds to go in the first half. Heavy set formation. They're going to give it to Nakai, and Nakai gets in there for the touchdown to extend this lead.
And this is what I was talking about. They weren't settling on that 21 points. They wanted to go on with a bigger lead. San Diego has struggled since they came into existence, and this is their chance to redefine themselves and show them that they are a powerhouse in the SFL.
Yeah, obviously the coaching staff change from last year to this year is really showing that this can be now a balanced football team. You can't prepare for the pass. I mean, you still have to, but you also have to think about the run, right? Sudo Nakai, 7 attempts, 39 yards, 2 TDs on the night. He has been a beast in the backfield.
Absolutely true. You got to be able to mix up your offense a little bit.
And good snap, good hold, and it is up in San Diego, now up 28-3. This is looking a lot like last week's matchup when they played against London.
Yeah, and we know how that turned out. San Diego became the victors.
And Monday Night Football, Mickey, is coming up. tomorrow night, the Corbin Cup takes center stage when Carolina visits Charleston in the 13th all-time meeting. Join Cameron Irvine and Paul Sarp for the call, and this week in the SFL pregame, recapping all of the exciting Week 2 action. Coverage starts at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on SFL YouTube, and loving the recap like this week in the SFL is, having that old crunch time combination with what they got. It's such great content for the league.
Oh, absolutely. I loved it. I turned it on last week, and I just watched Cam and Paulie go through it, and I was just like, this is great. Instead of trying to find videos and highlights, I'm able to get it all in one spot on Monday nights.
Yeah, such a great addition to the league. 5 wide receivers set here for the Corsairs. Lakeman's going to try to get something going here before the half, and that is tipped in. Oh, that was put to the ground. A bunch of different Mavericks had an opportunity, but it falls to the turf.
Looked like there were a bunch of different Corsairs there, too. So that was, I don't know if that was bad route running or what happened there, but there were 2 receivers in the area. Looks like about 4 Mavericks in the area. That was just not a great pass by Lakeman whatsoever.
Yeah, it looked like you had about 6 guys right there, 3 from each side, trying to get to the ball. Split back pro formation here for the Corsairs. That's going to be a toss play to Jet Zero. That does not work at all. And in the backfield, once again, this time it's the former London Knight, Jeff Gagne.
Jeff Gagne just getting in that backfield. Looked like another outside linebacker crash just on the other side. Great defensive play calls by the Mavericks right now.
Gun straight here for the Corsairs. 3rd and 12. Lofts it over the middle. That was a dangerous throw, but nevertheless, the catch was made. And that's Deezer Powell, who I believe with his first catch of the night.
And Deezer Powell, yeah, I believe it's his first catch. Definitely a dangerous throw, but was put in the only spot. Lakeman did a great job putting it in the only spot that Powell could catch it.
And that is going to bring us to the end of the half, where the San Diego Mavericks are looking very comfortable. And it is a 28-3 lead. Let's discuss a little bit about this game so far. And I got to tell you, Mickey, right now, San Diego is just on cruise control.
They've been on cruise control since last week when they played the Knights. They just haven't stopped. They put the foot on the gas and they haven't let up the entire time, going 150 miles an hour down the freeway. They're doing a great job. They got great pass calling, great catching. You just saw that one-handed grab by Dave Axis for the first touchdown of the game. They're running on all cylinders right now and doing everything correct. On the other side of the ball, Queen City has to turn around and figure out what's going wrong. Lakeman's underthrowing and overthrowing. They can't get their running game going. They can't get their passing game going. Their defense is letting up too many yards. Queen City's got to go in that locker room and just figure out, how do we change this and how can we win this game?
Yeah, when you look at the stats here, John Lakeman, obviously this is a big-time test here on the road in San Diego, but 12 of 21 for 127 yards, just over 55% completion at 57.1. He's got no TDs but 1 pick. So if this Queen City team is going to be able to come out and try to get back into this ball game, John Lakeman's got to make some better throws, right? And Jet Zero, as we alluded to, 13 carries for only 28 yards in the first half. He's really just been a non-factor.
That's absolutely true. Pretty much the Queen City offense has been a non-factor so far. They've got less than 200 yards, less than 150 yards total offense so far this game. They've got to pick it up here if they want something to happen in the second half.
Yeah, they just have just over 150 yards, if that's looking correct, 158. But yeah, this is what I'm saying. The defense has got to be able to step up as well. Obviously, Orion Horace has got an interception. That's the one mistake that San Diego's made tonight. But other than that, they have got to be able to get some pressure on Scar Patterson, because if you don't, he's just going to eat your guys' cookies all day long.
Yeah, they've got to figure something out, and hopefully coming out of this locker room now, they have figured it out, because they're starting out on defense.
Yeah, and this is what's unfortunate. San Diego making the huge play by scoring a touchdown late in the second half, and they also get the ball here to start the third. So if San Diego cannot be stopped on this drive, this game's going to be wide open as it already is. And that is going to be taken back, and as we can see, that is Tanner Hendricks. It looks like on the return, so Dave Axis not back yet. So we'll hopefully be able to get an update from the sideline on exactly what happened to the Diva himself. And that is going to bring out the San Diego offense. And let's see if the Queen City defense, led by head coach Tom Welsh, was able to make any changes to stop this offense. 1st and 10 here from the 24. San Diego's going to come out slinging. 4 wide receivers. They find their target in the middle of the field, and that is Benji Matson fighting his way to get the first down.
Just a great route there by Madsen. He just came over the middle. He was in the right spot, and Scar just knew exactly where to throw it. Both veterans, both know each other. Was able to pick up a first down right on first play of the second half.
And they're not going to let up either. Here we go. Scar Patterson again. Looking to the outside, finds his target is Pseudo Nakai. He gets just across the line of scrimmage and gets a gain of 2.
Great running by Pseudo Nakai there, as I call him, Mr. Agility. He was able to break that first tackle, otherwise it would have been a 1 or 2 yard loss, and he was able to turn it into a 2-yard gain.
2nd and 8 from the 36. Heavy set formation, so probably the run of Nakai. It is indeed. And look at the stop in the middle of that team. Orion Horace, who's been called all night long, makes the tackle.
Orion Horace has been all over the field. Pass protection, run protection. Couple of mistakes with a couple of penalties, but he's definitely making up for it now.
Yep, the 6-foot, 230-pound, 2-year veteran has been making some big plays tonight. 4 tackles, 2 pass deflections, and a pick. Gun straight formation here for 3rd and 7. Patterson, 90 all slants, tries to find his man, and look at this bobbled around, and it's picked off! That was sitting on the back of the defender like a parrot on the shoulder, and... And look at this, Todd Rigsby, the rookie, 2nd rounder with the interception.
I'm in awe in that. That ball just stayed there. It didn't move. If that defender stood up, it would have been an incomplete pass. But Queen City just got a break there, got an interception, and that's only the 2nd interception by Patterson.
You know what I just realized? I said it was like a parrot on a shoulder, and we're talking about the Corsairs, which is a pirate-themed team. That was not even, thought of. 1st and 10 from the 40, and Lakeman trying to make a play, and he gets hit hard by Bobo Caudell.
Yeah, Bobo Caudell got right into that backfield. Lakeman was lucky to get that ball off because he got in there in a hurry. And I do have to say, I did like that parrot on a shoulder analogy for the Corsairs. It was just perfect.
I don't even know how that happened, but it just happened. That was the first thing I thought of, was a parrot on a shoulder. Second and 10. From the 40. Jet Zero, the lone back. And there it is, a handoff to Jet Zero. He breaks the tackle, and he's going to get a gain of about a couple. That's going to bring him out to the 36. And Dave Axis tore his ACL. He will not return to the game, but luckily we have the best doctors in all the world, and he will be back next week.
Let's see if there's an over and under on what quarter that Dave Axis goes out next week.
Yeah, I'm going to put it as the 2nd quarter. I think that leg is just too much. 3rd and 6, gun straight, 90 all slants. They find their target, and James Matthews Jr., beautiful throw and catch. That's a first down.
Matthews Jr. is definitely Lakeman's favorite target today. You can just tell. That's already his 6th catch today, 66 yards. Got an average of 11 yards per reception right now. I mean, why change right now when he's your main receiver?
I mean, right now, Queen City, this is looking pretty good. As a toss play up to Jet Zero and gets about a gain of 3 or 4. And I want to give a shout out to Ray Colson in the chat for $2. Rest in peace, Dave Axis.
Our prayers are with you, Dave.
Our prayers are with the Axis family on that torn Achilles. And like we said, he's going to have the best doctors in the world to heal that leg. 2nd and 5, split back formation, and he is hit as he throws again. Bobo Caudell, once again, getting into the backfield and getting after Lakeman.
Bobo Caudell, just to give you an inkling, he's 6'7", 350 pounds, and he's been getting into that backfield mighty quickly. These aren't big dropbacks that he has to rush back there to get to Lakeman. He's been getting beyond that front front 5 and getting to Lakeman very quickly.
Gun straight here on 3rd and 5. 90 all slants once again. They find it. Overthrows his target, James Matthews Jr., but he doesn't even try to attempt to catch it. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's a tough break for Queen City. They needed that touchdown there. Points are points, 3, 6, 2, whatever it may be, but when you're down by 25, 6 is much better than 3.
And that's going to bring out Garfield here for his 2nd field goal attempt. And there's the snap, there's the hold, the kick is up, and that is no good, as it looked like it went wide right.
And that is tough for the rookie. Wide right, very makeable distance, just seems like nothing is going right for these Corsairs today. They get the parrot on a shoulder interception, and they just couldn't do anything with it. That is just unfortunate for Queen City.
Man, I'll tell you, that barely missed. I mean, just looking like from the angle we saw, I mean, it kind of looked in, but I guess it was not. 5 wide receiver set here. San Diego coming out firing again. Over the middle, finds his target in Benji Matson. What a throw as he was able to split the defenders and find his big tight end.
And that was great. Benji just ran his route and looked like it was a little bit low there, but he was still able to keep his stride and made the defender miss there to be able to pick up the yards that he got.
Benji Matson, as I alluded to earlier, one of the premier tight ends catch-wise ability in the league that I have seen in my time. 1st and 10, 3 wide receiver set here for the Mavericks. Patterson looks over the middle, finds his target, was wide open. That was Eagle Mondavi. If he didn't fall down, that would have been an easy 6 there for Eagle.
Oh, absolutely. Mondavi there. He just looked like it was just that Patterson just threw it a little bit far in front of him. That's why he had to go to the ground. But what a great catch there. Finding the hole in the defenders and being able to pick up that big play for 1st down.
And as I can see, Mondavi still with the single bar face mask, representing the old days. 1st and 10 from the Queen City 40. Heavy set as it's going to be handed off to Nakai. He's got some room. He's able to break a tackle and get the 1st down. Good hard run there by Pseudo Nakai.
Great 11-yard run there by Nakai, making people tackle, doing what he has to do to be able to get the 1st down and keep this drive going. Just being able to move as he does, broke the 1 tackle at the line, broke another tackle there. It wasn't until the 3rd guy came in that was able to bring him down. Great 11-yard run.
Yeah, Pseudo indeed is just having a great game. 10 attempts for 53 yards so far by Pseudo. 3 wide receiver set here for the Mavericks again. Patterson looking to the outside, finds his target, B.E. Robo, and that's another 1st down, and they are getting to the 16.
Getting into the red zone again right now, and this is San Diego again running on all cylinders. Just a couple of mistakes throughout this game, but Scar Patterson's on his game. His receivers are catching the ball. His running backs running the ball. I don't know if they're going to be stopped.
Yeah, so far, I mean, Queen City has not had an answer. Patterson, 19 of 28 for 283 yards, 2 TDs, and 2 interceptions, even though that first one, the last one, not on him really, as that was bobbled around and intercepted eventually. Pro set here for the Mavericks. Patterson looking to the outside. That is tipped away by the defender. Great gains, and that's a complete 2nd down.
Great gains right there. He looked like he was out of position, but he was able to get his hand out there to be able to knock the ball out of the way. Good instincts there by Great Gains.
Looking like it was intended for Eagle Mondavi. And that is going to bring up 2nd and 10. 2 wide receiver set here. Pseudo Nakai in the backfield on his own. Queen City into 4-3. Patterson outside again. That is caught this time by Mondavi. He gets the 1st down. Tries to make a spin move past Great Gains, but does not get it done. And that's going to take him to the 3-yard line.
San Diego, I've alluded to it plenty of times, just doing everything right. Scar is able to see his receivers. it looks like Greg Gaines just jumped the route a little bit, trying to tip the ball again, and was able to give Mondavi a clear path to the ball and be able to pick up those few extra yards to get to the 3.
Mondavi and Robo each with 9 targets. Mondavi has 6 catches for 78 yards tonight. Split jacks here, and that's going to be a handoff to Mateo Pravado. And that is going to go nowhere. Maybe gets a yard.
Like barely a yard there. I'd say more of a half a yard there. The Queen City's doing what they have to do right now. Unfortunately, it's just not enough for this because of the San Diego offense.
Same formation once again, same play, same result. Does not work. The goal line defense for Queen City standing up so far.
I'm just wondering if San Diego was going to try it again, try the same play. They've been getting 1 yard each time, or if they're going to mix it up and try to throw the ball.
Well, let's see what they do here. They are not going to go that same formation. So I'm going to see probably a Nakai handoff or a screen pass. It is indeed a Nakai handoff, and he just walks in there. That's another touchdown, his 3rd of the night for Pseudo Nakai.
I don't think he was touched as soon as he got the ball. He just strolled right in.
Yeah, he was untouched.
Untouched all the way in. As much as Queen City did a great job stopping the fullback, who's the big boy, unable to stop the halfback today.
Yeah, what a great block. Speaking of the fullback by Mateo Pravado, was able to open that up to where he could be untouched. And pending this extra point, Mickey, San Diego's going to be up 32 here at home.
It's not looking good for Queen City whatsoever. Queen City's got to do something. They got to talk on the sideline right now, right before the kickoff, and be able to get their offense going, and they got to talk to the defense right now. They can't have a 3-and-out either.
The kick is up and good, so 35-3 here with 4:33 left in the 3rd. Do you want in-depth stats all season long? I know I do. Visit the SFL website at simulationfl.net for more info about the league and its 28 teams, and to see all the league records, team stats, player leaderboards, the rankings of the next class of SFL talent, and so much more. So much more at simulationfl.net, your home for everything SFL. And Zoma taking that out to the 34. And if you're Queen City, you got to score here just to have some hope.
And Queen City's got to be able to score on every possession from here on out. The third quarter's almost over.
Yep, indeed it is. 2 wide receiver set here from Queen City. Tight end flexed on the outside. That's going to be a handoff to Jet Zero and a couple of spin moves. And look at this, Jet Zero has got some running room. One play, we said they need to strike fast. And indeed they have. Jet Zero takes it to the house. Touchdown, Queen City.
And that's what Queen City needed. They needed that spark. And Jet Zero did a great job. Right from when he got the ball, he was able to break 2, 3 tackles. And then he saw daylight and there was nothing to stop him. He just went for the end zone and picked up 6.
I mean, look at that. Multiple spin moves. You had Biff Markham there with the opportunity. The 4-year vet couldn't bring him in. And after that, it was just, he was gone. Nobody else even behind that line of scrimmage, as he was just gone. Bovine was out there in the open for him, but didn't need him.
And Bovine was keeping stride with him the entire way, too.
I think Bovine just wanted to see who can outrun each other, either him or Zero. They probably had a little bet at the end, but with that big 66-yard touchdown, Jet Zero now just over 100 yards on the day.
We got the rookie coming out, Joe Garfield. Got to shake off that missed field goal and just kick this extra point to make it, to give them 10.
Good snap, good hold. The kick is good. And as we said, that was a little bit of commentator's curse probably. We said Queen City needed to strike now, and they listened.
Is that so much a curse or a blessing that we gave to Queen City, though?
Well, that may be a blessing. I think you're absolutely right, because up till that point, their offense did nothing, really. They obviously had the missed field goal. This would be 35-13 if you didn't miss it. But, that offense right there, that's the spark that they needed, as you alluded to earlier, to get back into this ballgame. So they're going to take it, and Tanner Hendricks on the return. And that is going to be taken out to the 26-yard line. Actually, I believe that was Lily Nakai on the return.
Yeah, Lily Nakai did a lot of returns in the minors this past season before she got drafted, and she was great on kick returns, taking over for Dave Axis right now, it looks like.
And Patterson coming out here with 2 wide receiver set, 2 backs in the backfield. Patterson drops back, looks to the outside, finds his target. That is B.E. Robo, and that's a gain of 7.
And this is what San Diego does. They don't get 2 or 3 yards on first down. They get 5 to 7 to 8, or they get the first down on first down, making it a 2nd and short for them to make it easier for them to move the chains.
2nd and 3 from the 33. Split joker set here for the Mavericks. That is a handoff to Mateo Bravado, and he barely gets the first down, and he's a little slow to get up.
And that's all San Diego needed. They're trying to get the ball into everybody's hands, and they've done a great job tonight. Give it to the fullback, let him get the 3 yards and the first down there. That's all they needed, and that's what they got.
Just has over 12 yards rushing total tonight for Mateo Bravado on 4 carries. There's a handoff to Sino Nakai. Was able to get past the line. Good tackle there by the defender, and that is going to go out to the 43. Let's take it back to the SFL studios where Cameron Irvine's got a game break for us. Cam, what you got?
Thank you, Chad. Jacksonville and Portland have been in a defensive duel much of the evening, but O.J. Bruin hits Kingston Ellington just enough for the touchdown. Jacksonville leads Portland 17-3. Thank you, guys.
All right, Cam, thank you for the game break. 2nd and 3 from the 43. That is over the middle. That is caught. That's a first down to the 40-yard line. B.E. Robo with another catch.
B.E. Robo has just been all over the field, too. With Dave Axis going down, Scar Patterson's got to look to his other receivers, and he's finding everybody else, and they're all doing their job to step up for Dave being out for the rest of this game.
And that is 1st and 10 from the 40. Split wing joker set here. And there's a handoff to Bravado. He doesn't get much, actually doesn't get anything. That Queen City defensive line getting to him, led by Kappa Jones.
I'm still wondering how it is that Queen City can stop the fullback, but having such a hard time stopping Pseudo Nakai.
That is 2nd and 10 from the 40. Heavy set formation for the Mavericks. A handoff to Nakai, and he gets maybe a yard on that run.
And there's the broadcaster curse for you right there. I was just saying how Queen City could not stop Nakai, and they were able to stop him right there.
And that's going to be 3rd and 8 here for the Mavericks. Gun straight formation. Patterson looking, finds his man. Look at that, tipped and caught by Benji Matson. That is a first down to the 26. And Matson once again showing off the hands.
What a way for Benji Madison to catch that ball. We saw it before where a ball got tipped and it was just hovering around and it got intercepted. Way to keep his eye on the ball and be able to catch it and get the first down for the Mavs.
Gun straight formation once again for the Mavericks. 90-yard slants once again. Finds his receiver, Benji Matson, once again for the first down. That's just becoming an easy play for them today.
Absolutely. And Benji Matson has been the favorite receiver right now for Scar, or one of them. Between him and Mondavi, they encompass about 14, 15 catches.
1st and 10 from the 15. Patterson. Pressure getting to him. He's able to find his fullback to get it out, but no gain on the play.
And that was just great coverage by Queen City right there. Nothing much else to say. I mean, unfortunately, they got to keep that coverage up for the rest of the game. They really got to get this ball back. The third quarter is about to expire.
And indeed, we are going to roll into the third quarter. Get your 4, 12, 86s, and 68s in the chat. We are heading into the final quarter here in San Diego. We'll be back with more action.
presentation of the Simulation Football League is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or account of the game without the express written consent of the league office is prohibited.
And we are back here in San Diego, California. Chad Rowland, Mickey Malello in the booth. Chris Porter and Zach Holdorf in the stats truck for us. And Cameron Irvine on the production. So thank you once again, Cam. That is 2nd and 10, and that's going to be a swing pass to the outside. Pseudo with the catch, and they're going to get to the 10-yard line.
And once again, Scar Patterson doing his job today. Pseudo Nakai, whether it be catching the ball or running the ball, just making some great moves, picking up the yards that they need.
3rd and 5 from the 10. 3 wide receiver set here. Patterson looking into the end zone. That is caught, and that is a touchdown. Lili Nakai on the touchdown reception.
And that's a huge play, not only for Scar Patterson, but Lili Nakai, the rookie, because I do believe with that, it puts Scar Patterson over 10,000 yards career with that touchdown pass.
That is correct. Congratulations to Scar Patterson. 10,000 yards eclipsed in this league so far. Congratulations, young man. That's a big achievement for the short time that you've been here.
Fantastic milestone.
San Diego up and good. So San Diego gets that touchdown back as they go up 42-10 here at the beginning of the 4th quarter. And next Friday on SFL YouTube, the East Division has been one of the biggest surprises so far this season. Atlanta on top, Florida at the bottom, and Louisiana and Jacksonville playing a lot better. The improved Revs and the Kings kick off Week 3 in a pivotal division matchup. Kickoff is at 8:15 p.m. Eastern Time on SFL YouTube. And I got to tell you, watching the past 2 games for Atlanta, I think it's safe to say that BDG Hollywood is back, and he is looking like a monster this season.
I'd have to agree with you on that one, Chad. Just looking fantastic there.
And that is going to bring out this Queen City offense who needs points in a hurry. They were able to get a big run out of Jet Zero last drive. Let's see what they could do here. Weak power I formation for the Corsairs. That's a handoff to Jet Zero. He's got some room. He's going up the middle. He tries to do it again, but he gets a gain of 8, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Great job by Zero. Zero's been just the only person on this offense that's producing anything. Most of his yards came from that big touchdown run on their last series, but he's still doing something for them to try to keep them in this game. Might be a little too late, though.
This time they flip it to the other side. Strong power I formation. That's another handoff to Jet Zero. He gets a 1st down, and he's good some moves. He's got to beat Jeff Gagne. He doesn't beat Jeff Gagne. And that's a good run by Zero, and that's going to take him to the 43.
If it wasn't for Gagne there, he had daylight. He was going to go all the way to the house again. Great job by the San Diego defense to be able to stop him from going all the way. Look at him just run right from the line all the way out there to get Zero.
It's like a little Mack truck trying to run through there. 1st and 10 from the 43. Spread formation here for the Corsairs. Lakeman. Deep drop, looking to the outside, finds his target in the tight end, James Matthews Jr., gets to the 29, and that's another 1st down for Queen City.
Looks like Queen City's offense is starting to roll here in the 4th quarter. Wish they would have done this all game. It would have been closer, but they're getting down the field now. They're doing what they have to do.
Yeah, they're moving a little bit better here on this drive than before. I mean, I think the best drive they put together was probably in the 2nd quarter, maybe, which ended in a missed field goal. Right now, they're looking pretty decent so far. From the 29-yard line, Lakeman seeing something he doesn't like. I'm looking like a 3-4 defense coming out here for the Mavericks, and that's a gain of about 1 for the Queen City Corsairs.
And as you saw on the screen right there, Jet Zero right now with 131 yards rushing. Great game for him on the ground. Lakeman's got to pick up the game in the air right now.
Yep, 2 wide receiver set here for the Corsairs. Lakeman drops back. Good protection. Looking to the outside. Was tipped away and almost intercepted. Leon Thunderman had the opportunity to get the interception after the tip and just did not have the hands for it.
No, it didn't look like it. It bounced right into his hands. Looks like he didn't even have him in the right direction to be able to catch the ball either. Either way, great defense, great tip by the Mavericks defense to do what they had to do to make this 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9 here. 5 wide receiver set for the Corsairs. Lakeman looking over the middle, finds his receiver, but it was knocked away. Brady Trammell with the hit on Tony Zoma. And Tony Zoma shaken up a little bit, but he's able to get up off the field.
It does look like Queen City's coming out, bringing Joe Garfield out for the field goal. I don't know if I would go for the field goal here. You're down by 32 in the 4th quarter. You might as well just go for it that you're deep in their end.
I mean, is this a sign of this? They're just throwing in the towel if they're going for a field goal this late?
Possibly. And maybe this is a chance for the rookie kicker to be able to get his confidence back up after that missed field goal earlier.
Good snap, good hold for Garfield, and the kick is good from 44 as Queen City, I would say they're inching closer, but they've got a lot of work still to do, 42-13.
Fortunately, they're inching closer to a country mile right now.
8 p.m. Music is unrivaled music to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. 8 p.m. Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore the library and to find the perfect tracks for your projects, visit 8pmmusic.com. And look at this return here by Lily Nakai, showing some moves as she takes it out to the 35.
And she did a great job on that return. She did a lot better than Dave Access did earlier in the game. She didn't need to spin around to be able to pick up those extra yards.
Yeah, I think maybe all those spin moves and juke moves that the Diva was trying to do may have contributed to the torn ACL he suffered earlier in the game. 1st and 10 from the 35. That's going to be a handoff to Sudo Nakai. He runs to the outside, and that's a good tackle there by GB Wallace. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 8.
Yeah, great tackle by GB Wallace, the number 7 overall pick in this past season's rookie draft. Just coming up, stopping Nakai for only 2 yards.
Yeah, GB Wallace and I had some great conversations in the offseason as Indianapolis was looking at him as well. And it's going to be 2nd and 8 from the 37. There's a handoff to Nakai, and that is going to be a no gain on the play, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 8.
And that was Kappa Jones there on the tackle there. Once again, no gain on the play. I think San Diego right now is just going to keep the ball on the ground to keep this clock rolling. As I say that, they go into a 5-wide set.
Yeah, as you say that, they go gun straight formation. Dime 3-2 look here for Queen City. Scar, pump fake, looking over the middle, finds his target. What a tight window to throw it to Lily Nakai.
And that's a great job by Lily Nakai to keep her concentration on the ball, to be able to catch that in so much traffic over the middle, and just got hammered there by number 58, who is
Ryan Horace.
Ryan Horace. How could I forget that? I don't know. His name has been called so many times today.
Yeah, what just a dime throw there by Patterson. 1st and 10 from the 47. Queen City showing blitz. Patterson outside, and that was considered a catch, and it was a gain of yard there for Sudo Nakai.
Yeah, it looks like Patterson just threw it a little bit outside of Nakai's reach. That he had to step forward, and when he did, his momentum brought him out of bounds.
370 yards tonight for Scar Patterson on 39 attempts. 74 completion percentage. What a great game so far by Scar. And there's a handoff to Sudo Nakai, gets a few yards on it, and that's going to bring up 3rd and a seemingly manageable 6.
Yeah, and Scar Patterson, again, reaching that 10,000 yards passing mark. Only 3 seasons in the league. So, I mean, he's just doing a great job. He's doing his job. Again, San Diego has always been a passing offense, and it showed last year. But he's showing that even though they're balancing it between rush and pass, he still can get his job done.
3rd and 6 here from the 43. Patterson looking to the outside, finds his target in B. Robo falling to the ground. He's going to be just short of that first down mark. And I believe that's going to bring out the punt unit here for San Diego.
And I think they're a little bit too far. This would be something along the lines of a 56-yard field goal if they attempted.
One of the easiest jobs so far this season in the SFL, the punter for San Diego. As Wade Ramsey on for his 2nd punt of the night. And looking like that is going to be stopped and pinned deep in their own territory from the 6. And we are going to take it back to the SFL studios once again for a game break. Cam, fired away.
Thank you, Chad. Couple snoozers tonight, but if I would have told you that O.J. Bruin has more passing yards than Scar Patterson tonight, I would not be lying. 397. The Kings are on their way to 2-0. Back to you guys in San Diego.
And thank you, Cam, for the game break. And let's bring that up here because a lot of talk this offseason, Mickey, has been about Jacksonville trying to do something different, and they have so far as Jet Zero gets a gain of about 2.
This whole entire offseason, teams have been trying to revamp, seeing whatever they were doing wasn't working. And players went to free agency and switched to other teams with like Jordan Sipe going from Jacksonville over to Mexico City. I mean, it was a great move for both because they got a new quarterback in Jacksonville who's doing a great job, especially this game.
And once again, Jet Zero, no yards gained on the run, and they're going to go in a hurry up. 3rd and 8 here for Queen City. That's going to be a fake handoff. Throws it to the outside and finds his target in James Matthews. Breaks a tackle. Gets out past the 40. Actually gets to the 36. And nice little play there by James Matthews to get that team out of deep in their own territory.
Do have to give credit there to John Lakeman, though. Just a great play-action fake there. Even had me faked. I thought it was going to be another rush up the middle. But he found his favorite receiver there. And he was able to just break a couple of tackles. A great move there to make a defender miss. Got him up to the 36-yard line.
As a coach in this league, seeing the strong power eye or weak power eye in a hurry-up offense scares me. 1st and 10 from the 36. And that is going to be over the middle pass once again to Matthews Jr. And they're going to go into no huddle here. 2nd and 2 from the 44. Queen City's got to score quick if they even want a shot. They look deep down and finds his man. That is Doug Spelling on the deep throw there for the first down.
Queen City's staying in this hurry-up offense. It's working for them right now.
Lakeman getting him up to the line. Just crossing 4 minutes to go in the game. Over the middle finds Deezer Powell once again down to the 19-yard line. Queen City's going to hurry up. They love this formation right now. San Diego not able to stop them. Dime 3-2 look. Lakeman looking over the middle, finds his target again. That is Tony Zoma short of the first down. And that's going to be 2nd and 4. Queen City coming back up to the line. San Diego look like they're going to play press coverage. That's over the middle pass to the tight end again. And that's going to be 1st and goal from the 5. Queen City trying to score here, Mickey.
They got to do it. The high-powered offense just like San Diego was doing.
And here we go. They look into the outside deep end. That is tipped away. Looked like Tom Krieg was the one on the deflection.
And that's actually not just Tom Krieg on the deflection, but it gives the San Diego a chance just for a breather. Queen City just did 4 to 5 plays non-stop. That defense does need a break once in a while just to catch their breath.
The rest of the defense is thanking Krieg for stopping the clock as they're going to play press coverage here in this bunch formation for Queen City. They're going to look over the middle, finds their target, Deezer Powell. That's a touchdown for Queen City.
It's just a great route there by Powell. Just coming over the middle, short little post route there, and Lakeman found him wide open in the middle of the end zone. Another touchdown for Queen City. Unfortunately, I don't know if they could come back from this deficit.
Yeah, I'm going to believe that it's too little too late, but in this situation, Mickey, this is showing the Queen City fans that, hey, we can score, right? Like, this isn't just this is a bad game all around, I think. But, when we're down and the chips are against us, we can make drives and can score. Garfield up for the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. So 42-20 here with 3 minutes to go in the fourth. And hey, don't leave this game tonight if you're watching without joining our Discord server if you're not already in there. There's so much more to do in the SFL than just being a player. Join to check out content for teams and about the league created by the community. Participate in pick'ems, play SFL fantasy football, and test your skills in the survivor pool. To join our server, visit simulationfl.net. Click on our Discord icon in the menu. The SFL community, 2,000 strong. We will see you there as the onside kick attempt fails. And I'm going to actually entertain my partner here tonight, as I'm actually going to say something nice, that Minnesota has looked really good so far this season.
Wow, thanks, Chad. I never thought I would ever hear those words come out of your mouth.
It makes me sick to say it, but it is what it is. There's a handoff to Nakai as he gets about a gain of 5.
Nakai's looking as good as the legend do today. It's great being the division leaders right now. Just sorry, Chad. Did have to do that. But, this baby furball over here is happy to be with Mr. Offsides in the booth calling this game.
Oh, see, that was back in the day, though, Mickey. We don't talk about my times as a defensive end, right? We don't bring that up. I know, right? And I'm going to answer Axel's question in the chat. I don't know, to be honest. I thought I'd be nice tonight for Mickey. 2nd and 5 from the 37. That is a handoff to Nakai. Once again, he's going to get up the middle. Does not get the first down, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 1 here with the clock running.
Yeah, I can't see San Diego going back to the air. As much as Scar Patterson has had a lot of success with that, not only in his career surpassing 10,000 yards, but just today. They'll probably let them just run out the clock here. We're coming up to the 2-minute warning anyway.
Yeah, I'm going to assume they will just let this run as the backups are now in the game here for San Diego. And we are not going to get a snap before the 2-minute warning. And that is indeed where we are. The 2 minutes to go here in the game. San Diego looking like they're going to be 2-0 this season as they are up 42-20. We'll be back here momentarily. And we are back here in sunny California. Chad Rowland, Mickey Malello in the booth tonight, as Zach Holdorf and Chris Porter have made us look really smart tonight in the stats truck. Thank you guys once again, as it looks like Sudo Nakai still out there as he gets a first down.
Yeah, and this is pretty much the nail in the coffin here, getting that first down. Queen City has to use their first timeout. If San Diego gets one more first down, they're going to go into victory formation, just kneel for the rest of the game.
Yeah, 1st and 10. They may be able to do that now, but, well, they got 2 timeouts left. So, not yet. 1st and 10 here from the 32. And that is going to be a handoff, and that is going to be stopped immediately in the backfield. Queen City using their second timeout. Mickey, there are 2 more games tonight. Baltimore, Mexico City, and DC and Houston. Which game are you looking forward to watching after this one?
Personally, I'm looking forward to Baltimore and Mexico City. I think that's going to be a great game. Two franchises that have just had success, especially in the past few years. I want to see that game. I think it's going to be a great game to watch.
Yeah, indeed it will be. And there's a good handoff there to Nakai. As actually, that is not Sudo Nakai. The backup running back has finally come in. That is Brent Trickle, the 5'11", 215-pound backup running back.
And just to answer a few people in the chat right now, Chad, can you please just tell them I'm not holding you at gunpoint from when you said that nice thing to me before?
I will never admit that if you're holding me at gunpoint or not. 3rd and 4, but something is wrong with me, I will tell you that. 3rd and 4 from the 26. Let's see if San Diego can end this right here. And they indeed do. Brent Trickle with a big run as he gets down to the 15, and that should just about do it here as San Diego will be moving on and going 2-0.
Yeah, no timeouts left by Queen City. They can't stop the clock. All the backups have to do for the Mavericks right now is just take a knee, and this game is over.
Yeah, what a fantastic game here for San Diego. I mean, people were wondering if there was a fluke when they came out against London. London, the number 1 seed last season. Obviously, it's a different London team, right? Losing the core, which half of them are over here in San Diego Military Green. But they come out here today against a Queen City team that, frankly, looked really good last week against Vegas, and come out here and just put the hurting on the Corsairs.
And I think San Diego only kept 6 players from their roster last year. Everybody else is either a free agent, a rookie draft pick, or an undrafted rookie. They did a great job getting this roster together and having them be cohesive to be able to put up these numbers that they have these first 2 weeks.
Yeah, and it all starts with their quarterback, is always how these teams start. Scar Patterson, 30 of 40 tonight for 375 yards. As Cam alluded to earlier, that's not even the highest total right now, as OJ Bruin, probably over 400 yards by now. And that should be the final kneel down, Mickey, as this game will come to a close. The San Diego fans will be going home happy as the Mavericks have went by and sank the Queen City Corsair ship.
Yeah, no more parrots on the shoulder right now for the Pirates. That might be it's going to be their dinner tonight.
Yeah, if the parrot is on the shoulder, he's probably wanting some crackers or something, because he's been hungry all game and not been fed by this Queen City offense. Let's just take a look at the stats here and look at the total domination here. 25-minute time of possession for San Diego. Just a well-balanced machine tonight here, Mickey.
And only 2 mistakes on the night, and one of them is this interception right there that we're seeing, where it just was a pinball game right there. And just those 2 mistakes, San Diego was able to come back from both those mistakes and score afterwards. So just a great job. You can't say anything about San Diego on both sides of the ball. Queen City, though, they just have to go into this week and revamp and try to figure out what they got to do to be able to win these games.
Yeah, and people look at Queen City like a rebuild, and they'll probably want to call it a retool. But they're still working, right? They've got a lot of new pieces in place. They're still trying to figure out that offense. Tom Welsh is a proven coach in this league. He will be able to get this team to rebound. But looking at the other side, Pseudo Nakai, 20 attempts for 77 yards, 3 touchdowns on the game for Pseudo. Benji Matson, who I believe could be the player of the game, 5 catches for 101 yards. Did have a TD, that big long one, showing really why he is one of the premier catching tight ends in the SFL.
I think there's an argument there for both Benji and Scar for this game. I mean, when you look at a 75% completion percentage, 375 yards, 3 touchdowns, only 2 mistakes with 2 interceptions on the game, 9.4 yards per attempt, you have an argument for Scar Patterson getting player of the game as well.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I could, if Scar Patterson's name popped up there, I wouldn't be surprised at all. But in this defense, I got to tell you, has played fantastic. But let's look at the player of the game, and that is indeed Scar Patterson.
And it's well-deserved, especially the day that he surpasses 10,000 yards.
Yeah, what an achievement for the third-year quarterback. And touching on this defense real quick, I mean, they had 5 tackles for loss, 8 pass deflections on the night, Mickey.
Yeah, they did their job, that defense, absolutely.
Well, thank you once again for joining us here in San Diego. Once again, thank you, Chris Porter, Zach Holdorf, and Cameron Irvine. I'm Chad Rowland, along with Mickey Melillo. Have a good night, SFL.